Most of you guys right now. All right, your headliner. This guy's another one, just like Patrick Clark. I actually saw these guys for the first time together, and it made me so happy that there's this great, young, great comedy scene coming up in Lincoln. This guy had his own comedy show at the Meth Hotel called the Tuttle Show. I'm sorry that didn't work out, because it's really great, and expect big things for this kid, because he's a natural, and he's fantastic. You're going to love him. Carson Tuttle, everybody.
How you doing tonight, guys?
Yeah!
Okay, I have a lot of friends in here. Clap if you were at that show at the Meth Hotel. That's right. That show died, thank God. They sold that place because it was a criminal institution and it should not be running. I really think God struck that hotel down. Because, okay, here's the story that's true. I was doing a comedy show at this really awful hotel on Cornhusker Highway called the Oasis. It was not one of those. It's a terrible place. And one time, I invited this girl to a comedy show that I had like this really big crush on, and she actually came to the show, and I was super excited. And this was the first thing that happened when she walked in. I saw her in the hallway, and she came up to me and started talking. The first thing that happened to her was an unaccompanied 3-year-old girl ran up to both of us, looked up at us, and said, "Where's my mom?" That was the first thing that happened to her coming to a comedy show. Right before that, she said, "This is my first comedy show." I was like, "It's definitely your last now. You're not coming back to one of these." Thank you so much for being here tonight. You guys having fun so far? I got to start out by telling a story actually about something that happened on the way here. This is 100% true. I was driving here to the venue on N Street towards downtown, and as I'm driving on my left, I see 2 bike cops off their bikes with their bikes next to them. Another guy he was a really old, kind of like Syrian-looking guy. That got really quiet when I said Syrian. We're like, oh no, is this going to get political? I'm not saying, I don't know for sure if he was Syrian, but when I see the refugees on the news, it looked like that guy. So I just went with it. I actually, and he was handcuffed. He was handcuffed with 2 bike cops, which, by the way, I thought about, because he looks Syrian, I thought about like calling Donald Trump's campaign and being like, "Hey, you got one!" Like, good for you guys. Making America great one rest of the time. But this is what happened with these bike cops, is I'm driving by, it's so nice out, right? And so I have my windows down in my car. I'm driving by, as I'm driving by, it was strange, because I've never seen a bike cop actually arrest someone before. Like, I thought they were just there for show, really. And I look over at what's going on, and the cop looks right at me and said, "Eyes forward, eyes forward." I was like, "You're enforcing my eyes right now? Like, you don't decide where I look, man." And this actually happened, is I looked back at him and I said, "Hey man, you're in shorts." And a helmet. And he looked all mad and I kept driving. And like, look, I'm not trying to sound like a tough guy that I said a mean thing at a cop. But it was a bike cop. Like, I'm sure he could beat me up, but while I'm in my car, I know I would win the high-speed chase, right? Like, that's a guarantee. Like, he could call someone on dispatch, but what does he say? He says, "You're looking for a white male who made fun of my shorts." That'd be the lamest arrest ever. His partner would be like, "Geez, Bob, don't you know how to take a joke?" Get over it.